First at 10, Scott Township leaders are hearing from both developers and neighbors about a proposed solar farm planned for farmland along the Scott and Greenfield Township border. Thanks for joining us. I'm Aaron Leedy.
And I'm Ann Laree. Tonight, the township held a conditional use hearing for the Penn Coneflower Solar Project, a proposal that could bring renewable energy to the area, but not without concerns from nearby homeowners. Fox 56's Elizabeth Hakes is live in Scott Township with the latest. Liz.
That's right, guys. Developers say that this project would be beneficial for the community, quiet and low impact. However, members of the community were just not buying it, saying that they fear what this would do to the landscape of the area and fear that this would turn their backyard into an eyesore. Penn Coneflower Solar LLC, a foreign limited liability corporation, is seeking conditional use approval to build a 3-megawatt solar facility on nearly 18 acres in Scott Township. The application was received in October, according to zoning officer Carl Ferraro, and the developer brought multiple expert witnesses to testify. Jason Funk, vice president of permitting and development East for Dynamic Energy, explained the scope of the project.
So number one, you're not looking at an overall massive impact and removal of topsoil and other soil horizons. So that's number one. Number two, we feel like it's in a really good spot. It's up high on a hill. While there are some residential structures around, we are proposing screening.
Funk said the site would use 600 to 615 watt silicone-based solar panels, which he says are recyclable and not considered hazardous. The facility would be unmanned, remotely monitored, and require minimal traffic after construction. A water resources engineer testified there would be no glare, no impact to aviation, and that noise from transformers would remain below township limits, topping out at 32 decibels compared to the allowed 65. A real estate appraiser also testified that if properly designed, the solar farm would not negatively impact surrounding property values. Earlier this month, the Scott Township Planning Commission recommended approval with 6 conditions attached. But during public comment, several neighbors voiced strong opposition.
Here's the thing. It doesn't provide us, Scott Township, with any benefit. So you're poised to approve this based upon the fact that there's no community benefit and it has an adverse effect. That just doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense to me.
Another resident said the project clashes with the rural character of the area.
I built my house here 17 years ago because I wanted to be outside in the country so I could look at the beautiful nature that we have in this area. And by God, you're going to put in a solar farm. It's going to look like hell. Who wants to see that?
Developers say that this project would contribute $100,000 to the township and produce clean energy that PPL would then purchase off of them. Live in Scott Township, I'm Elizabeth Hakes with Fox 56 News, first at 10.